attempting suicide last Sunday when he drove his car into
a fake news on radio shocks Americans after reporting that Mike Tyson died in a car crash. 5,000 miles away in Germany, Julia Gorges takes her first breath as a newborn, while a million miles further in space, the Earth, Moon, and Venus inch closer every second for a rare, spectacular astronomical event. In the dorms of Cornell University, graduate student Robert Morris wakes up with a burning desire to discover just how deep the internet spreads. On the same day, he ends up unleashing the Morris worm on MIT's network, resulting in more than millions of dollars in damages and infecting above 60,000 computers over the course of only one day. It was a year before the internet was launched that the first computer virus was documented. Stay tuned to the end of this video to know more about the deadliest computer viruses today that bankrupt you and steal all your data without you ever realizing it. Number 3. CLOP ransomware. If you are downloading pirated content or using a pirated software, this is one of the biggest threats out there. The latest software update or the new film release you believe you're getting for free could end up costing you 3 times as much in the future. Because upon downloading and installation, CLOP ransomware encrypts data and demands to pay a specific ransom sum to get them decrypted. Targeting business organizations around the world, they spread via fraudulent software updates, trojans, cracks, unauthorized software download portals, and spam emails. CLOP's cyber criminals recently stole and encrypted critical information from many companies, and after a failed ransom payment, they published the stolen material on their dark web data leak site, CLOP Leaks. Data backups, bank records, hundreds of emails, and vouchers are among the many documents that attackers have exposed in this heinous manner. How does it work? This computer virus threatens not only your privacy, but also the privacy of others on the same network. Because instead of one machine, this ransomware attacks the whole network. The first thing this malware does is deactivates your PC's antivirus. So, if you have a poor antivirus or no antivirus, upgrade it as soon as possible. The virus also encrypts your files and renames them to CLOP or .clop. Then, a notification alerting you about the assault and demanding payment appears on the screen, which you will have not seen coming. And if you don't respond, the writers actually threaten to deactivate the security tools. A remote server controlled by CLOP operators stores produced keys using the RSA, or Rivest-Shamir-Adelman encryption algorithm. Some of the latest versions of this ransomware have attempted to disable and remove local security solutions like Windows Defender and Microsoft Security Essentials, and installs password-stealing trojans with ease. Our only word of caution against this virus? If you want to save your money, don't pirate anything at all. Number 2. GAMEOVER ZEUS. The GAMEOVER ZEUS Trojan, commonly known as ZBot, is malicious software that targets Microsoft Windows-based systems. The original ZEUS Trojan hasn't been seen since 2010, but there are many versions of the virus that are based on its source code, which means it still may be harmful and penetrate your machine if you're not cautious. GAMEOVER ZEUS is a P2P Trojan variant of the original ZEUS first discovered in 2011 that steals bank credentials and is a distributor of CryptoLocker ransomware. It is widely used by criminals to filter money away from banking customers. It uses a decentralized network architecture comprising of hacked personal computers and web servers to carry out command and control operations. Nicknamed GOZ, it has already resisted at least 2 efforts to disarm the botnet, first in the spring of 2011 and again in the fall of 2012. The GOZ gang constantly monitors suspicious behavior to safeguard their huge network of hacked computers, making the takedown tough. In summary, the gang understands the value of their profitable business and continuously checks its strong infrastructure. With sharp heads, perhaps at the helm of it all, this organization has been recognized to rapidly detect and fix flaws. A GOZ-infected machine may transmit spam, engage in DDoS assaults, and collect different users' login information for crucial internet services like banking and other financial transactions. Keeping all the possible threats in anticipation, the United States Department of Homeland Security, in cooperation with the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Department of Justice, has issued a technical alert against this deadly virus. How does it work? GameOver ZEUS employs two primary methods to infect your computer with the malware, both of which are very successful. The first technique employs spam communications by sending out hundreds or even millions of spam emails and social media messages, as well as posting on social media. Hackers fool a proportion of people into clicking on their link, which then redirects them to a page on a malicious site. This virus may even acquire access to actual people's email and social media accounts, allowing it to send out even more messages that seem authentic. Another way the ZEUS Trojan could infiltrate your computer is through file downloads from the internet. Even if you download from a legal and trustworthy website, there is a tiny possibility that the files will be contaminated with the Trojan, since Zbot may infiltrate and inject its code into websites. Once within your system, the malware joins a botnet through your device and may steal information as well as utilize your device for phishing and other online activities without your knowledge. The ZEUS botnets may identify when you input sensitive information such as banking details or passwords, and then exploit that information to steal your money by using key logging and website monitoring. Since its inception, the malware has infected over 3.6 million computers in the United States alone, and it has managed to stay widespread despite ever-improving protection measures. And don't believe it's only a risk for those who don't know how to secure their machines, because in addition to millions of ordinary users' PCs, it has also infiltrated the networks of large corporations such as Amazon, Bank of America, and even NASA. The only way you can safeguard yourself from this ever-evolving malware is by upgrading your system with professional-level solutions. Number 1. Emotet. The number one threat on our list features on the issue list of Europol, USA's Department of Homeland Security, and German Federal Office for Information Security, all of which has dubbed it as the king of malware. All of the law enforcement agencies working in tandem against this destructive virus came to the conclusion that Emotet is a particularly expensive software with enormous destructive power. The name might sound like an ancient Egyptian god, or a super avant-garde emo punk band, but in reality, Emotet was initially intended to be a financial virus that would infiltrate your computer and collect confidential and sensitive information. Later versions of the program included spamming and virus distribution services, as well as other banking Trojans. The virus is polymorphic, which means that its code varies a little bit with each access. This makes it harder for antivirus software to detect the infection. Shockingly, binary search security experts found in February 2020 that Emotet is now targeting Wi-Fi networks as well. The German Federal Office for Information Security, BSI, believes that, quote, the developers of Emotet are subleasing their software and infrastructure to third parties, unquote, in addition to using other viruses to achieve their ultimate goals. They have even used the global fear of coronavirus pandemic since 2019 to make them serious bank under the noses of all the international agencies looking to catch them. However, nobody appears to know who is responsible for Emotet. There are numerous legends about the nations of origin, but no solid proof exists as of today. How does it work? Mostly delivered via a process known as Outlook harvesting, Emotet analyzes emails from already infected users and generates deceptively realistic texts. These phishing emails look authentic and personal, distinguishing them from standard spam emails, and are in turn sent by Emotet to save contacts such as friends, family members, and coworkers. These emails usually include a Word document infected with a virus, or a link to a malicious website with the actual name of the sender, so that they think that it's fine to open the file. In the process, it tries to crack passwords to accounts using the brute force method, in addition to the Eternal Blue exploit and the double pulsar vulnerability on Windows, which allowed malware to be installed without human intervention. Once you are attacked by Emotet, there are not many ways you can save your system without professional help. There is just no solution that offers complete protection against Emotet or other dynamic Trojans. Only by adopting organizational and technological precautions can you reduce the danger of infection. Is there a deadly virus making the rounds that we somehow missed? Be a good vigilante and let us know in the comments below. If you think this video helped you, smash the like button and share this video with your friends to let them know the dangers of the online world.